Danny Ketch Ghost Rider. Is this a worthy successor to the Ghost Rider we got from Toy Biz so long ago? It's already a nicer bike. Stay tuned to find out. Yeah, guys, I'm excited because now we get to check out Danny Ketch's motorcycle. Last week we checked out the Ghost Rider or the Not Engine of Vengeance from Ramen Toys, and now we're checking out the Hasbro Danny Ketch motorcycle. This is the, even though I knew of Johnny Blaze and I love the name Johnny Blaze, Danny Ketch is the first Ghost Rider that I paid attention to, the first one that caught my attention. Not because, well, mainly because of his bike. I love the design on his bike. I love the shield on the front. It looks really cool. Ghost Rider is always going to be Ghost Rider. The only Ghost Rider that have stood out has been Robbie Reyes, just because the way his skull looks, it looks more like a mask versus just a flaming head. So, and then of course we have Vengeance and the other ones that are actually completely different than just a Ghost Rider. So my first introduction to Ghost Rider is Danny Ketch. It's also the first Ghost Rider toy that I bought, the Toy Biz version, which we'll be comparing that to. But enough of the hoopla. Let's look at the box and see if it's better than your mom. This box better than the box he was held in. So on the front we have this huge window to see everything that's in the box. Nothing on the side. On this side we have a picture, and a dope picture of Ghost Rider. And on the back they gave us a look at what the Ghost Rider is. They're letting us know about the kickstand. They're letting us know about the medallion in the middle, and they actually gave me a blurb, which I have not seen on any of the other boxes that we've gotten for the new design boxes that are for the Marvel 85th anniversary. So I don't know if it's just because they didn't have anything else to do, or they didn't have any more pictures to put on the back, or they didn't want to blow up the picture they have. I don't know, but here we are with these cool flame effects, which I believe also were the wheels and flame effects that we were expected from the Engine of Vengeance from Hasbro. Yeah. Anyway, this box is I do love like I said, first introduction to Ghost Rider, so I do love this photo of Danny Ketch on the side. But this box is blah. They basically were just like, I don't even know what to take pictures of. You want me to take a picture of the medallion on the dash? Okay, I don't know why. On the back we do get a photo of it doing his wheelie, but why didn't you put the Ghost Rider on the wheelie on the box? I don't know. It just seems weird the way they constructed this box, especially compared to other boxes in this 85th anniversary wave. Anyway, let's crack this thing open and check out. What's in the box? We get Danny Ketch Ghost Rider. We get his oh my god, that's bad. We get his bike. We get a flame effect for his bike, which is a stand, which is cool. We get 2 additional hands, 1 open hand and a fist, and we get a flamed up chain, which we've gotten multiple times before. We got it with the Johnny Blaze, and we got it with well, I think we've only been getting Johnny Blaze and some other forms of Johnny Blaze. So yeah, that's what we come with the box. Mills wouldn't have not shot you, because that bike, this thing, is super sick, and the whole package was $50. So the way that Hasbro pricing is going, $25, you're paying $25 for this dope bike. I think that's a win. Mills definitely, he would give you a high five. Definitely would have shot you. Great. The bike is a great accessory, and even though you're paying a whole figure price for it, that's an accessory that's worth a full figure price. So good job, Hasbro. Let's check out the design on this Ghost Rider and see if it's any different than the Johnny Blaze that we got last year. So let's check out the design of Danny Ketch. So we get a nice chain around the chest, which is common for all Ghost Riders. Spikes on his forearms, spikes on one of his knuckles. Cool skull. I'm pretty sure the jaw moves because, oh, of course they do. They all do. No, his jaw doesn't move. Oh, that's different. His skull doesn't move. But decent looking jacket. This is a decent looking Ghost Rider figure. I really wish we had an official version of Robbie Reyes to go along with it so that we can see how it looks. But let's do an extreme close-up before I start comparing all the other stuff. Oh, before we do extreme close-up, because this bike, and I almost forgot the bike, is not your normal accessory. It is just a bad mamma jamma. So let's put you to the side and let's check out the bike, right? So we look at the bike, and I really do love the design of this bike. Look at the shield. It has wear and tear over the shield to make it look like it's been used in battle, which is super dope. The handles look phenomenal. The translucent wheels look really good. The flame effects are used as a stand so that it doesn't stand. It can't stand on its own, but that's fine. The wheels roll great. And let's prop you up on this. Where do you click into? Oh, you click right there, I think. And there you go, standing up on one wheel. It's fighting me. Don't you think about it. It's struggling to stand up. That's a really cool accessory to add to it. Throw this in the back, and now that looks super cool. I really do like the way this bike came out. This bike is definitely worth $25. There's no question about it. But before we start comparing it to the Ghost Riders, let's check out what this bike looks like compared to the other bikes. For example, here is the original bike. The skull on this is clearly worn out. It's been used forever. But even look at the size of the bike, completely different. Like you have from handle to handle, the wheel is bigger. The front shield is way bigger. Just a way different monster when it comes to bike size. This was great for what it was, but once again, another thing that I'm glad got updated because, yeah, this is the superior bike by far, not even close. There are some details that the Toy Biz toy did way better. So for example, the engine showing here, where there are spots on the new bike where it shows, you can see they put a lot more effort into the sculpt in this wheel. But that's about it. And the fact that the engine is different on both sides is phenomenal for that. Yeah, superior bike. Take you out and you don't go back on my shelf anymore. Oh, that was the other thing that I like about this bike. They put keyholes in here, and that's so that you can have him going up a wall, because that was something that that the Ghost Rider did. He rode on walls and stuff, so that was this really cool effect. But I would have preferred a much better bike, and that's what you get with this new bike, a much better bike. Let's also look at another Ghost Rider and his vehicle. So this is the Cosmic Ghost Rider, and as you can see, Danny Ketch's bike is as big as the Cosmic Ghost Rider bike, so that's really cool. I really do love the Cosmic Ghost Rider bike. Has slots for his guns. That's a different story. But Danny Ketch's bike, definitely second favorite bike from Marvel. Let's put you in the background. I do not have Johnny Blaze's bike. I did not get that figure, but let's see how Danny Ketch. Let's look up real close and let's go extreme close up before we compare him to other figures. here we have Danny Ketch. I'm not sure if this is a new sculpt altogether, but they did do a new paint job on his face to make him stand out a little bit more. It's definitely the same neck joint that we got from Johnny Blaze. Different chain on his neck, different jacket, or at least a different design on the jacket to make it look different. Spikes on his belt. So he is a brand new figure with some pieces borrowed from other characters. But they did a really good design on him altogether. I am not disappointed in how he looks. And even though his head is reminiscent of all the Ghost Riders, that's the thing with Ghost Rider. They're all basically the same character. So not bad. Like I said, I really do like the design that they have on this figure. They did a really good job with it. Let's look at the flames on the back. And yeah, this is a really good figure overall. Design wise is really good. I really do love the bike, and I think that's the pushing point for it, where this figure, if I saw this design, I would have been like, like it doesn't pop, but it's adequate. The bike pushes it over the top so that them coinciding together makes it great. But let's see how this thing compares to some other figures. Here's Johnny Blaze with or Danny Ketch with Johnny Blaze. These characters, I originally thought they were the same sculpt because the flame effect on the head is the same, the flame effect on the neck is the same. But other than that, they are actually two separate figures. The jackets are different. The skull itself is different, where the Johnny Blaze figure has a movable jaw that opens. This figure does not. And I really did love the fact that this Johnny Blaze had like a penance, a fire touch. I wish one of them, they would make one with a penance there with like red glowing eyes from it, but I'm pretty sure you can shine a light through the back of the head and kind of get that effect anyway. And Johnny Blaze is a little bit bigger than Danny Ketch as a figure. So, yeah, not so bad. The only other thing was that their whip effects are identical, and the only way that you can tell the difference between the two is that the Johnny Blaze one has a more red to it versus the Danny Ketch figure, which the chain is identical except for the shade of orange. Johnny Blaze has a reddish hue to it, where this is only orange, but they're the same exact piece, which is fine because once again, it's Ghost Rider. They're all the same. Let's see how this guy stacks up to some other figures. Here he is next to the original Danny Ketch from Toy Biz. I don't remember if this toy was a lot darker when I first got it, like almost 25 years ago. So it could very well be that this toy has withered away and is not as dark as it used to be, or it could just be that this is how it's always looked. I'm not sure, but proportionate wise, I get why Toy Biz made their body that way. It looks horrible though. They made it so that that was how they made Butterfly joints, so that he can hold onto his bike. He looks lanky and weird. Horrible. In hindsight, it looks horrible, but back then was the greatest bike figure ever. Here he is to Cosmic Ghost Rider, another great figure. You can see there, Cosmic Ghost Rider has a lot more accessories on his body to make him a little bit broader, but they're basically the same size body. And for spits and giggles, here is my custom Bobby Reyes next to their figure. So see if this Ghost Rider can squat. So Johnny can lift up that high. He has a swivel in his bicep. Does he have a swivel in his forearm? No, he does not, even though it looks like it. So it looks like the forearm is a different piece. And he has some swivel in his wrist and a hinge. He has upper thigh cut, waist, and a lower ab crunch, or just a regular ab crunch. Does he have a boot cut? Checking. And he has a boot cut, and he has swivel in his boots and a hinge, so you can go in and out. That is decent. Oh, I am a liar. Look, his jaw does open. So it is the same exact head and that we got with the Johnny Blaze, just a different body, and that's fine. It's a totally different body, so I'll take that as a win, or at least different enough that I can't identify it outright. So can he squat? Absolutely. Double jointed knees. That was smooth like butter, baby. Smooth like butter. Oh wow, it's not. This is new. Normally I hear Alexa clicking when I'm doing it, like when I'm doing my squats. My bad knees, like click, 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 and he can get into a squatting position. He's not a superhero that does superhero landings, but he can get down on one knee, and his ab crunch and the swivel in his waist can get him fairly close. I think this is something that you would do if you wanted to show him riding something else, and you get him holding onto something else and make a different riding position. So that's not too bad. Not superhero landing, but I don't expect this character to do that. So it's okay that he doesn't have that full articulation. Would it have been nice? Yes, because that means he could do some cooler positioning. But once again, this is the accessory. Johnny Blaze is the accessory, and the toy that you wanted was the bike. So let's talk about I believe this thing is going for like $55 on Hasbro Pulse. It hasn't sold out yet. I think the main reason why it hasn't sold out yet is because the price is really high on this thing. Not because of the value behind it, but because it's just a high price item. $55 is a lot of money to spend on a single toy, even though it is technically 2 toys and an accessory. It's still a lot of money to spend. So the Ghost Rider set, let's go over some things. The box. Trash. I really don't like these new boxes from Hasbro, but outside of the box, this thing is really good. You get the bike is phenomenal. Ghost Rider Ghost Rider bike is a unique scope. The Ghost Rider itself is a unique scope, even though they use elements from the previous Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider. But other than that, really good design. Articulation, you get decent articulation on the Ghost Rider, and the bike is phenomenal. And as for the price, I was willing to pay that much. The price for this unit, I would have paid that much for the bike itself. The fact that you get the Ghost Rider as an accessory, in my opinion, is phenomenal. So I'm giving this a 7 out of 8. If the box was better and you probably had a little bit more accessories, it's actually a really good toy just because of the strength of the bike alone. Go get this. You're gonna love the bike. Anyway, that's it for me, guys. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.